Coming up on season 2 of the nationally recognized and award-winning Yours in Education show, ever wonder how a simple idea can make a huge impact? We're taking you to the Loomis Union School District, where one teacher's back-to-school clothing swap is boosting students' confidence from day one. Plus, 1 in 5 kids in the U.S. are alone after school, but not in Placer County. How the Expanded Learning Opportunities program is transforming after-school care into a powerful tool for academic and emotional growth. And behind every great student is an inspiring teacher. You'll meet Miss Aldridge from Warren T. Ike Middle School, whose passion for music education is leaving a lasting impact on her students. Welcome to season 2 of the award-winning Yours in Education show, brought to you by the Placer County Office of Education. New episodes launch every other month right here on YouTube, so be sure to hit subscribe to be notified when each new show launches, and you can leave your comments on what programs you want to see next. I'm your host, Kellie DeMarco, and with me, as always, is the Placer County Superintendent of Schools, Gayle Garbolino-Mojica. Great to see you again, Gayle.
Nice to see you too.
We have so much to talk about today, but I want to let you know that Gayle, for over 15 years now, has been a steadfast advocate for students and families across Placer County's 16 school districts. Her unwavering commitment to public education and her efforts to raise awareness on educational and legislative issues really have made a significant impact, not only in Placer County, but throughout California. So, you know, another school year is starting. I can't believe how fast summer goes by. It always just goes like that, right?
It sure does. It seems like one moment we're preparing for the end of the school year, and then few weeks later, we're right back at it again.
I know, it goes like that, but you know, you've been doing this now 18 years. Congratulations on being the Placer County Superintendent of Schools, and I imagine there's some really memorable moments over that time for you.
You know, Kelly, I've been really blessed to have been in a career for 18 years that I absolutely love. And over those 18 years, I have seen children move through our school systems as preschoolers and then move all the way up to receiving high school diplomas and moving on. And I've seen how our education program has changed over the years and how we've tried to really keep the cutting edge so that all of the educational programs that we're offering are research-based and they're moving kids forward. So it's been a wonderful 18 years.
I'm so proud of you. I mean, we've become friends over the years, and I just see the work that you do behind the scenes. This lady works super hard, and I just love that about you, that you really put the teachers and the students at the forefront of everything. I know you were a teacher before being a superintendent, and I imagine this back to school time really brings back some fun memories for you too.
You know, I always reflect on the fact that when I was a teacher with the Western Placer Unified School District, and I think sometimes people don't understand what happens between the last day of school and the first day of school. And what happens during that period of time is teachers take time, they reflect on the school year, they figure out what they want to change or what they want to tweak in order to have more positive outcomes, bond more with their kids. And I go back to one of my teaching partners from 25 years ago, who, when she returned, she said, you know, Gayle, I spent my summer researching how I could teach expository writing better to my second graders. And for me, that has always carried with me, that she used her time in such a valuable way that she, as a teacher, she had been teaching for 10 years at that time. She was still refining her craft and making sure that the quality of the education and the teaching that was happening in her classroom was the best that she could deliver. And I think that that's just an example of what we see throughout our county with our teachers, is during those time off, they really do spend time perfecting their craft, whether it's through professional development, that's offered by the school district or professional development that they seek out themselves. It's really an opportunity for them to really refine it. And I'm just so proud of all of our teachers who do that.
I love that. And the start of the school year really is such a great opportunity, I think, for parents to help their kids build these positive habits. I know strong attendance is really important to you. It's a focus in Placer County. Talk about why attendance is so crucial for these kids and what it means for your students.
I don't think it's a leap in order to understand that the amount of time that a child is sitting in a classroom in front of their teacher learning, that there's a positive correlation to student outcomes with that. So if we have students who are absent are chronically absent, which I believe is 10 days or more in a school year, so 180 days in a school year of instruction, and they're only there for 170 days, that's going to impact their ability to receive high quality education from their teachers. We always focused on attendance in Placer County. Coming through the pandemic, we have seen a decrease in our attendance rate, and that has been alarming, and that's something that we're seeing not only across the state, but across the nation as well. So I think the latest numbers are showing that in California, there's a 24% chronic absentee rate,
wow,
which is a really high number. Now it's coming down, but it's still higher than it used to be prior to the pandemic. In Placer County, we're a little better off. We're only about 16% chronic absenteeism, but I know a lot of our school districts are really focusing on getting kids to school every single day, because we know the best way to make a positive education outcome is time in front of a highly qualified credentialed teacher.
And speaking of back to school, we got a chance to visit the Loomis Union School District to learn about an exciting new program that's helping kids get ready for school in a unique way. Take a look at how one teacher's idea for a back to school clothing swap helps students look and feel confident on day one.
So I have to give credit to our amazing teacher, Amy Sima. She came to me in the spring and said, hey, I have a great idea. I would love the opportunity to do a clothing swap for our community for back to school. The people make this community special. Everybody is willing to do whatever it takes for kids in our community, and the people rally around when our kids are in need and providing services for them, because we believe that's the heartbeat of our community. Our teachers and our staff are amazing, but Amy is always thinking beyond the classroom, and that's what I love about Amy. She's always thinking about how can we help beyond the four walls, and I think this is an example of her and her thinking and giving back to our community.
I deal primarily with our English learner families, and we've had an influx of students coming to us from other countries, and it's a really great way to share the amazing resources we have in this community with those that are just establishing themselves and getting on their feet on the ground.
So this is our first year here in Loomis, and it was really nice when I got the email, saying that there was going to be a swap. It's nice that we can recycle clothes.
So I got these shoes. I also got this. It's shorts and a shirt together, a Vans long sleeve shirt. I really like this one. I really am excited to wear them to the first day of school.
When I walked in here with my grandma, it felt like I was going into the clothes shop. But here here all the clothes and backpacks and all this stuff are just for free.
So this was an opportunity. Come and take what you need, and that's it.
I really like all the clothes that I found. Thank you so much for them.
We're just so impressed with our community and their outpouring of support.
And I hear the teachers are getting in on the clothing swap themselves. What a great program there in Loomis. Listen to this statistic. 1 in 5 kids in the U.S. are alone after the school day ends. Today we're highlighting a transformative program in Alta-Dutch Flat that isn't just after-school care, it's helping kids grow academically, socially, and emotionally. Let's see how the Expanded Learning Opportunities Program, or E-LOP, is making a real impact in our schools.
It really is a magical place.
I love this community, and I love this district and the school and the teachers. It feels like home.
I like reading here. because sometimes we get to read outside.
We are so small, so we have 100 kids this year, and our community just supports us 110%.
You have 103, right?
Our teachers are some of the most dedicated, passionate teachers.
Good. Okay.
Our students come here at TK, so they start at 4 or 5, and we follow them through for the next 9-10 years here through 8th grade. Our expanded learning opportunity program runs after school until 5 o'clock, but it starts at noon. What makes it different than just a regular after-school care or a daycare program is that we're much more focused on enrichment opportunities as well as being able to provide tutoring and really a lot of academic support.
I really like how it gives them a little bit of like extra help. They improve on skills that they haven't mastered yet, and it helps them, gives them a little extra, like after they do their homework or actual get their words done, then they get to have fun and play. Sometimes I do one-on-one tutoring with them, and then sometimes I do a whole group of learning.
And I've known a lot of the people in my class since kindergarten, and it's just nice here. On Monday, we do, until Thursday, we do homework, and on Friday we don't have homework, and it's Fun Friday. We get to watch a movie, and it's prize day.
We're basically the framework, and we kind of like mold them to be successful. And so when they grow up, they can take those skills and learn how to be themselves and be successful in their job or career.
The feedback we've gotten from parents is very positive. They are so happy to be able to pick up their children at 5 o'clock after their busy day and be able to focus on family activities. We're just so fortunate and grateful for the support we get from our school board. They support almost any idea that we come to as long as it helps and benefits our students. And I think that shows in programs like our Expanded Learning Opportunity Program.
Gayle, it can't be easy to do some of these after-school programs, especially in such a small district, and I know you know a lot about that as superintendent.
So I actually was a small district superintendent and oversaw a school district of about 500 students. And I don't think a lot of people understand that in the state of California, we have over 1,000 school districts. And of that 1,000 school districts, 50% of them are less than 1,000 students. So sometimes there's some barriers that you have to overcome because you don't have the large scales that you would have in some of our larger school districts. But I think what is so great about these small districts is they're in communities where the community members rally around the school district. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the Alta-Dutch Flat School District, where the community and their E-LOP program is really, really an important aspect to the educational system there.
And I know, gosh, it really helps the parents too as they, get to spend more quality time with their kids. So great program there. Well, as we've seen, programs like E-LOP are creating new opportunities for our students to thrive. But as you know, behind every great student is an inspiring teacher. Now let's meet one of Placer County's best. Each year, the Placer County Office of Education honors outstanding educators who go above and beyond. And this year, one middle school teacher is making waves with her dedication to music education. Let's head over to Warren T. Ike Middle School and meet Ms. Aldridge, who's transforming the way these students experience music.
Everything is happening on string one.
She's a magician,
1,
except
2,
without illusion.
3, go.
She has this amazing ability to make kids who like music into kids who love music.
That was excellent.
And kids who are novices in the beginning into amazingly proficient.
I love that you guys are using your ears. You're starting to listen beyond just your own playing and listening to the ensemble.
You definitely have to trust the process, right? And it's a little bit like sculpting, and in class we are just getting rid of all the wrong notes, all the pieces of the statue that we don't need.
How much I enjoy it is just like when we get out of school, I hate leaving because I want to learn more about guitar.
Mistakes are okay, just try to keep working your way through them.
My main goal is not to create professional musicians or kids that are going to go into music education, but to create lifelong music lovers and appreciators, and hope that they can keep music in their lives even through high school and beyond, no matter what that looks like for them.
Let's practice strumming.
All the admin here will tell you the same thing, that when we're having a tough day, we walk into Aldridge's class and we can see the kids excited and passionate about what they're doing, and we are amazed by how she teaches. We go there to fill our buckets.
It's an amazing feeling. Like, I remember last year we actually performed at Disneyland.
And they get to perform on stage in California Adventure. It's a really big process. We have to audition with Disney and be accepted. And then when you get on stage and you finally get to put it all together and the lights are there and the kids are focused, it's definitely a goosebump moment.
It was very nerve-wracking, but we all knew that because of her, we were able to play those songs. It's really a sense of community to me.
Good. Now I want you to challenge yourself this time.
She really sets the tone. She has a lot of kids in her class that leave her class feeling better about themselves. And honestly, they do better in their other classes.
That was pretty close to perfect.
Just we love her, and please don't ever leave.
Gayle, I love how the principal says, please don't ever leave. I thought that was so sweet. And you can really tell how much Miss Aldridge is adored by her students.
You know, what's important to know is that Ike Middle School is the only middle school that is an interbaccalaureate school in our county. And an IB program like that really focuses on the holistic aspects of education. So it's great to see such a robust music program. And it's no wonder that Miss Aldridge is our 2024 Placer County Middle School Teacher of the Year.
She is so patient, by the way. Can you imagine? I always think about that. Sitting in a room full of kids with instruments and just trying to teach them just the basics, and they're getting it, and it really goes much even outside of the classroom, the joy they get from that.
I'm a credentialed teacher. And I still don't understand how some of these music teachers actually deliver music instruction to a class of 30 when they have instruments in front of them. So I'm always amazed at what great music teachers can accomplish.
Well, congratulations to Miss Aldridge, for sure. Well, before we wrap up, I'm thrilled to share some really exciting news about our show, Yours in Education. We have just won 2 prestigious national awards from the National Schools Public Relations Association. First, we got the Golden Achievement Award that recognizes our strategic works in school communications. And second, the Award of Excellence for outstanding educational content across various platforms. Gayle, this is a huge honor for everyone who has worked behind the scenes to make this show a success. I know this show was your vision, so this has got to feel pretty good. I mean, we're starting to stack up the awards here.
Yes, actually, you know, it really feels validating that an idea that I had a couple of years ago, that I wanted to elevate all the great things that are happening in our county. And that it's not just the academic program, it's the variety of programs that we offer, it's the type of students, it's the great teachers that we have. And could we elevate that and celebrate what we have here in Placer County? So that was my goal to achieve, and then to sit here and be validated that we've done a really good quality job of communicating that out. It makes me really proud, and thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this.
Absolutely, you know, and with that said, I mean, as my former job as a news anchor, we didn't get to do a lot of positive stories like this, and so the fact that we have access to the classrooms, it's really, I have to point out Michelle Eklund, who is the Chief Communications Officer. She has helped really organize and get all these stories together. There's a lot of work behind the scenes to set up interviews and meet with teachers, and it just goes to show how many amazing programs and people you have behind the scenes.
Thank you very much. And I know that we have Michelle and a great team back at the Placer County Office of Education, and our districts are jumping up and down saying, interview us or highlight this. And so we're always looking for great opportunities to showcase what makes our public education system golden education in Placer County.
So what do you think? We go for an Emmy next?
Well, you know,
yeah.
I don't want to like jinx it or anything.
We'll see what we can do. And as the school year ramps up, we have got some incredible stories coming your way that you won't want to miss. Coming up in November, we're going to dive into the exciting world of athletics in Placer County. The girls' flag football team at Del Oro High School made history by winning the first Sac Joaquin section championship. You know, California is now one of the growing number of states offering flag football as an official high school sport. You'll be amazed how it is opening up new opportunities for these young athletes. So we want to thank you so much for watching Yours in Education, brought to you by the Placer County Office of Education. Don't forget to catch all of our episodes right here on our YouTube channel at Placer_COE. For Gayle and myself, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.